Hey guys, Todd here again with HobbyLink Japan, and it is time for another Gunpla review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Master Grade Gundam Kyrios from the series 00 Gundam. Now before we start taking a closer look at this mobile suit, just want to remind all of you out there watching, please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Every last subscriber definitely helps. There was only one other Master Grade kit that was released so far this year, although I could be wrong. It just feels like it's been a while. So starting right off, so this kit does have a couple of nice colors working for it here. You got that orange color. You've got some nice yellow accents for like the spike on the head as well as his V-fin and just other vents here and there around the suit. You've got those dark gray colors on the outside there, as well as part of the nose cone for that flight form, as well as for his gun there. The white plastic pieces for this kit, they just look like they have a bit more of a satiny type of finish to it. So it's not just like a straight pure glossy type of plastic. It's got a really nice finish to it. Now you also have some clear green pieces here and there. That's going to be one of the key features for a lot of the 00 Gundam kits, especially the XE and whatnot. Now this unit doesn't really have the same style of GN drive that the 00 Gundam has, with that round cone picking up the back or on the shoulders for some of those variants, but this kit does have the ability to be able to equip two of the green LED units, the standard Bandai LED units, and you can equip them into the chest, so it's going to be able to light up at least for the chest, and I think on the back as well, I want to say. Yeah, there's going to be another LED unit that you're equipping on the back part as well. This kit does have some stickers that you are going to need to apply, and it has this one sticker here, this black one, that you're going to apply onto the back of this A piece here. So when you have this sticker applied on the back, and if you get that light up, then you'll be able to see that, because this is a black sticker actually, and it has the text here is kind of in clear, so when you have the LED in there and it lights up, then it's going to illuminate this text here, and you'll be able to see that, and that would look quite nice. Now we've looked at that before in a number of previous kits, so I have shown that off before, but unfortunately, since I don't have an LED unit that I can use for this guy, I can't show that off for this review. And this kit does not come including the LED unit, so you do have to buy those separately. Now the manual does state that you will need to buy the green LED unit. Alright, so since I mentioned the stickers, let's go ahead and take a quick look at what stickers that this kit is going to need, or that it does come including. So you get a sticker there for the eye, as well as some for the gun. There's going to be one for the back of the head. And then you also have these other marking stickers. So yeah, you get a number of different markings to work with here, and this will really make your kit look quite great. Let's take a closer look at this guy, shall we? So there we've got the head. He's got some pretty nice detail. You can see the sticker there for the eyes, and with the lights there, it reflects that metallic sticker really reflects the light and makes it look quite nice, as well as that silver piece sticker there for the helmet. Now you can definitely really tell that this part right here is going to be a sticker, so that kind of sticks out a bit like a sore thumb, unfortunately, but it's what can you do, really? But other than that, I gotta say the helmet looks quite nice, I have to say. And there's the chest unit on here. Now, being that this is a Master Grade kit, let me see if I can open this part up. So you do have the ability to open up the cockpit there. You do have your pilot figure sitting on the inside of his chest there, so that is quite cool. And one of those usual Gundam Master Grade features, you get that pilot sitting on the inside of his chest there. When you get the light reflecting off of these that thin holographic things, plastic pieces there, it really looks quite nice, I do have to say, for that as well. Alright, so moving on then, I'm not going to go too crazy talking about the articulation about this guy, because a lot of it might be the same as the Dynams, which was released last year, and it's kind of based on the same inner frame. So of course this thing's going to have some kind of crazy articulation when it comes to the feet, because this is going to be one of those kits that converts into a flight mode, so it's going to need to have the feet that are able to point completely at or have the toe go down at a 90-degree angle for that flight mode. But other than that, at least for the legs, it's going to be pretty much a standard fare. You've got that double jointed knee, which is going to be able to bend back, but you have the side skirts on the back, so that's going to cause a bit of a blockage, unfortunately. All right, so moving on up from there. Now this kit has one of those Master Grade style of hip joints where he's able to kind of swing his legs. There's an extra joint in the hip. Actually, let me pull off one leg so I can kind of illustrate that. So the front skirt, nice thing about these front skirts is they are independently articulated. Here they've got this ball joint that just plugs right in there. So here we got the leg, and as you can see there, you've got that nice extra joint that allows the legs to go down and up, which provides some nice articulation. Now actually the back skirts also are on a ball joint. So I was mentioning about the leg articulation being hampered by the back skirt there. I completely forgot that the back skirts on this kit have a ball joint as well, so you would actually be able to flip up that back skirt, which is quite nice. And also underneath the back skirt there, you can see you have your hidden dun 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 beam saber handle. Of course, Gundam kit. So you have your beam sabers, and the beam saber handles are stored on the back, or on the underside of the back skirt, so that is quite nice. So the waist actually has quite a nice range of movement, I want to say, for this guy here. So a bit of a range movement. You can go front to back there, as well as that nice side to side range of movement. All right, so here we have the nice box here, and for the body there, so it shows how the body can go from side to side and front to back, which I was just kind of showing off. But then it also shows here the shoulder. So the shoulder joints can be widely articulated back and forth at their bases in the chest, it says. So, and the neck here too, that's kind of be quite interesting. Definitely going to take a look at this neck articulation here. Usually you've got like a little ball type of joint and it's just kind of popping off. You can, like a double ball joint type thing where the bottom ball can articulate in the chest, and you get the ball in the head, then that can articulate as well. But this one, it still has a ball underneath the head itself, but there's no kind of ball in the chest part. So instead, what they've got going on here is they've got this kind of plastic piece that's connected to the front of the chest, and that's able to articulate up. So not just a standard ball joint, a little extra up articulation that you could do the way that they've designed the bottom connection for this neck joint. So that's kind of quite cool to see. And then of course the top part, since it is a ball joint, you're going to have your standard type of range of articulation for the head where it connects to the neck. But it is nice to see that you can actually kind of move that neck up there. So you can see there, yeah, we got his arm going straight in front of his chest at a near 90-degree angle, so that is quite nice to see. There's that holographic piece sitting there on the side of his arm. That looks quite cool. So actually pretty decent, nice, quite a really nice range of movement for this kit as far as the articulation goes. So that is really, really nice to see there. All right, so the first weapon we're going to take a look at here is going to be the GN Beam submachine gun, I believe they are calling this thing. Now this kind of roundish side thing here on the side, this is a bit of a darker gray plastic than the flat pieces of the gun here. That's a bit hard to see on the camera here with this lighting, but yeah, these two are actually different shades of gray, as well as the hand, which is an even lighter shade of gray plastic. So 3 different shades of gray going on with this gun here. Now I mentioned there was another sticker where I couldn't remember where it went, and that was actually for this gun sight here. So yeah, you're going to need to put that sticker there for the gun sight, but it looks pretty nice once you have that on there. All right, so this machine gun actually, if you want to have him holding it, you will need to equip this handle here. However, this kit also has weapons called the GN hand missile units, and you're going to get 2 of these, which are going to be these gray things here. So it looks like they're going to have 3 missiles per barrel. I don't know how many missiles will be included into one of these barrels, unless they're really long missiles, or maybe they're just like small ones like stacked up on the inside. You got me. But you'll notice that this thing actually does not have a handle. So if you would like to have a handle on this thing, you're going to need to pop off the handle from his submachine gun there, and once you get that off, you will be able to take your handle here and pop it onto your missiles. So you can have him holding on to the missile launchers like this. Or what you can also do is you can have him kind of just holding on to the handle alone. And this is something that they show off on the box. I'm not going to grab the box just to show this off, however. And then you can take one of these. They've got these kind of arm attachment piece here. So you should be able to, and there's a hole on the underside of these missile launchers, and you'll be able to plug on this, looks like a shield holder, like a piece that you would typically see to hold on a shield on the side arm. Now in this case, these can be also used to hold on these missile launchers, so he'll have the missile launchers hanging from the side of his arm, and then you can have him gripping onto the handle separately from the missile launcher. That's one pose that they show that you can do with this kit, so that's kind of something a bit cool to see. The hands for this kit are going to be this style. You're not going to have any kind of independent finger type of things. You're going to have to choose which type of finger you would like to have equipped onto your hand, and then you can be able to plug in your choice of fingers onto the hand there. So you've got your open. This kit does include these styles for both left and right. So you have the trigger finger for left and right. You've got these open, I like to say, just call them jazz hands type of fingers for both. And then you also have your standard, just a kind of closed type of hand. I do believe this was not the, yeah, this is going to be a bit tricky here. So you can see the difference here between the trigger finger and then this other style of hand. Now this is going to be mainly used for like a beam saber, if you want to have him holding onto his beam sabers, because there is a slot for this to slot into the side of a beam saber to be able to give it better grip onto that beam saber, but it's not going to be completely closed. Now if you would like to have a completely closed hand for this kit, it does have these style of fingers here. There we go. So you have the slightly open for beam saber handles, you got the trigger fingers, and then you've got a completely closed fist that you can do with this kit as well. So quite a range of hands that you can choose from for this kit. So that's something that is quite cool to see, I have to say. Now there was that pilot figure that was sitting on the inside of this kit. And you also, being a master grade, they also give you a nice standing figure as well. So if you want to go crazy trying to paint miniature 1/100th scale figures, Bandai's got you covered. This guy is included on the inside of the box. So good luck trying to paint one of those guys. All right, so let's move on next to a weapon type of defense unit that's going to be a bit more complicated. And that is going to be the GN shield. So this GN shield looks quite nice in that orange color, and it's got quite a few trick features that can be talked about with this guy. So you are able to extend out the back there, and then it also splits open on the inside here. Whoops, he's popped off of the joint, so you can open that up. And then you've got, let me see if I can work this out here. Alright, so you got to open up. It looks like a crab in a way. Now this back part can also extend it out, and actually if you pull on it a bit hard, don't know if you were able to hear that, but there's a little pop that it does, so you are able to lock this into place on the upper side there. So also with this GN shield, once you have it all opened up like so, there is a hole on the underside there, and it comes with this cool white plastic blade that you are able to, it's hard to see, but this hole is actually quite wide, but even deeper inside of the hole there is a smaller slot that perfectly fits this white sword, so you are able to slot in that white sword to the shield there. So yeah, then you can pose this thing with the shield quite nicely opened with that blade poking out, and it looks quite cool. You can maybe use this to clean your teeth also if you're that kind of crazy. Alright, so now I have this kit transformed into its flight form, and I gotta say, once it's in flight form, this thing looks quite nice. Now these little veneers on the back side of the leg here, also when this kit is in its mobile suit form, those are going to be pushed in, but when you have it here in flight form, actually you are able to push on one of the pieces here in the front side, and it'll pop out these little yellow things on the back, the veneers on the back. So that's quite a cool trick feature as well, I do have to say. So yeah, it looks quite stunning. You get the gun hanging down on the underside of this kit in flight form, and you've got the clear green piece here on the nose for the cockpit with some details on the inside as well. It's a bit hard to see here, especially as it's rotating around, but yeah, I gotta say, it looks really, really nice here, just sitting in the flight form. So if you really want to, you can just have this kit displayed just straight in flight form. Not sure how many people would actually do that. I do also have to say this thing is quite large when it is sitting here in flight form compared to the standard mobile suit form. This is one of the reasons I was kind of dreading trying to review this thing from my little home studio that I made for work, or was using for working from home. So this kit in flight form would probably push that little home studio to its limits. So definitely would not be able to rotate around here on this rotating table. So that's a good thing that we're kind of back to working from the office now. So we'll have to see, is Bandai going to bring out any other 00 kits in master grade form now that they've got that GN frame runner that they're using for this, as well as they use for the Dynams. We shall see. Nothing is in the pipeline that I know of at the moment, so hopefully at some point. So this is a pretty nice kit. It's maybe nothing terribly too revolutionary, I do have to say, but as far as a master grade kit goes, this is quite a nice master grade kit. Especially if you're a friend of the 00 Gundam series, then definitely you will want to be picking this thing up. And it's with that flight form, the shield, the nice kind of satin finish to that white plastic. It's really a good kit. Definitely I would recommend this thing. So, and it was a great build as well. It took me about 7 hours from start to finish to build this thing. So alright, definitely that's going to be it for the end of this video then. Thank you all out there very much for watching. Please be sure to stay tuned for future reviews that should be going up here in the future. And definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Every last subscriber helps. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you all take care and stay safe in these troubling times.